to Ukraine for
Sure.
a moment. When he made those comments yesterday about the minor incursions, he said something along the lines that those types of minor incursions would require some more discussion with allies as to whether or not to respond to them. He did say this morning that there was a wide range of options to respond. How much of agreement is there, if we're putting aside full-blown invasion, how much of agreement is there between allies and the United States as to whether or not to respond, and how, like what type of response should be there?
I mean, you've heard a lot of our partners and allies in Europe say themselves that if Russia invades, there will be a strong and consequential impact. And that is steps they will take, steps we will take. As I said a little bit earlier, we are united. United doesn't mean identical. And that's something Deputy Secretary Sherman has said, and I think it really clarifies what we mean. But we are working in close lockstep with NATO, with our European partners, with the OSCE, and there is clarity and resolve and united commitment to take coordinated, united steps should Russia invade.
But it seems that this unity is very clear and obvious and public on the invasion part, not so much if we talk about other forms of aggression. Is that right?
Well, again, there are, as the President said this morning, and as I said in my comments, obviously there are a range of tools at our disposal, as there are a range of tools at the disposal of our partners. And we are prepared for a range of steps or actions the Russians could take, and we've seen this playbook before. I'm not going to outline each step and what that may mean, but that is all part of the discussion with our partners.
If I could, just one much bigger picture, since it's the one-year anniversary.
Sure.
If you take all the foreign policy elements that happened, the pullout of Afghanistan, the Iran talks, Russia, the AUKUS deal, and the crisis with France, how would you assess that first year when it comes to foreign policy?
Well, I would say what the President is most proud of is rebuilding our partnerships and alliances around the world that had been frayed for some time. And he said this publicly, but when he has traveled around the world or engaged with foreign leaders, they are relieved that a respect for democracy, a respect for alliances is back. They are worried about how long, and that is how frayed the last president left those relationships. But rebuilding that and rebuilding that trust is a big basis of what he's proud of. And he believes, as you touched on a couple of the items you did, one, we have a long and abiding relationship with the French. They've said that, so I don't think it's accurate to say it was a crisis. Two, he still stands by his decision to end a failed 20-year war in Afghanistan, one that he felt we were fighting too long and spending $1 billion a week. So he certainly stands by that decision. I don't remember what your third one was, but I think the rebuilding our alliances and partnerships is something he feels will be an important baseline to build upon as we look to continue to address a range of global issues moving forward. Go ahead.
Thank you.